Before we get into the video, I have to ask you a question. Are you a woman above the age of 40 that's struggling to lose weight? You want to get off medications? You want to develop more confidence? Well, you can click the link in the description box to gain access to my website, or you can get into contact with me, or you can also contact me via email and Instagram. Me and my team of certified professionals will create you a plan that you can follow from the comfort of your own home. How convenient is that? And I guarantee you results, because we will provide you with all the necessary tools that will make improving your health easy and effortless. So if you're interested, reach out to me and I look forward to working with you. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. We all know that one individual that can lose weight no matter what they eat. Lucky them. But why is that? Well, in today's video, I'll be discussing resting energy expenditure. I'll be discussing what affects your resting energy expenditure, and I'll be providing you tips on how to increase or improve your resting energy expenditure. So what is resting energy expenditure? Well, your resting energy expenditure makes up the majority of your total daily expenditure. Your total daily expenditure is the amount of energy that your body expends or uses throughout the day. But your resting energy expenditure refers to the amount of energy your body uses to sustain vitality. When I say vitality, I'm referring to important biological processes that keep you alive, like heart rate, muscle contraction, and many other different type of important biological processes. Now, when you're resting or when you're not doing anything, these processes require lots of energy to function and keep you alive. So at rest, your body uses lots of energy to keep these processes going and to keep you alive. And that is what represents your resting energy expenditure. The energy used to sustain your vitality while doing nothing or at rest. Now, there are many factors that influence your resting energy expenditure, but the ones you want to focus on are fat-free mass, physical and non-physical activity, diet, temperature, and genes. So when I say fat-free mass, what I'm referring to is lean muscle tissue. Multiple studies have concluded that the more lean muscle an individual has, the higher their resting energy expenditure. And why is this? Because lean muscle is very metabolically active. It consumes lots of energy. So the more lean muscle you have, the higher your resting energy expenditure, which means the higher your metabolism, which also means that the harder it will be for you to gain weight. Now, physical and non-physical activity also have an influence on your resting energy expenditure. Studies have shown that the more active you are throughout the day, the higher your resting energy expenditure will become. There have been studies done on athletes. Athletes are very, very active because they engage in high intensity movements. Studies have shown that athletes have a very, very high resting energy expenditure. So what this means is their body consumes lots of energy even when they're not doing anything. So try to be as active as you can if you want to have a high resting energy expenditure, because having a high resting energy expenditure is very beneficial for individuals attempting to lose weight. So the nutrient composition of the foods that you consume also influence your resting energy expenditure. Foods are broken down differently. Foods like protein and fiber, your digestive system requires lots of energy to break protein and fiber down due to the structure of the foods. Now, foods like fats and carbs, uh, due to their structure, they don't require much energy from the digestive system to break down. They're breaking down very easily. So keep in mind that the nutrient composition of the foods that you're consuming also influence your resting energy expenditure. Some foods are require more energy to break down than others, and consuming more protein and fiber compared to fats and sugars will increase your resting energy expenditure. Exposing yourself to cold temperatures also increase your resting energy expenditure. How? Well, when you're exposed to the cold, your body consumes lots of energy to keep the inside of your body warm. For example, shivering. Shivering is a process that involves the constant contraction of your muscles. Your muscles require lots of energy to contract. Also, cold temperatures increase your metabolic rate. Now, your metabolic rate is the accumulation of biological processes and how fast they function. So when you're in a cold climate, the biological processes in the body that are keeping you alive function at a faster rate because they are attempting to keep your body, your internal body, as warm as possible to prevent you from dying, of course. So yes, exposing yourself to the cold can increase your resting energy expenditure. Now, genes also have a huge influence on your resting energy expenditure, but obviously you can't control your genes. So if you're blessed to inherit some genes that are conducive to having a high resting energy expenditure, you've been blessed, because it will be really hard or difficult for you to gain weight. So how do you boost your resting energy expenditure, or the amount of energy that your body expends at rest? The first thing you want to do is increase your fiber and protein intake. Fiber and protein, as I've already stated, require lots of energy by the digestive system to break down. So primarily consume protein and fiber. But obviously, if you have conditions like kidney disease, uh, or if you have inflammatory bowel disease, you want to limit the amount of fiber that you're eating. So only consume protein and fiber if you have good kidneys or in a healthy digestive system. The next thing you want to do is move more throughout the day. As I've already stated, studies have proven that the more active you are, the higher your resting energy expenditure will become. So try to move more throughout the day. Next thing you want to do is take ice baths and cold showers. As I've already stated, when when you're exposed to the cold, your body uses lots of energy to preserve a normal temperature in the body. So the more that you expose yourself to the cold, the more energy your body will use, because your body is attempting to keep a stable temperature inside your body. And what you also want to do is pray that that you're granted with good genes. Yes, as I've already stated, genetics have a huge influence on your resting energy expenditure. So if you inherit good genes from your parents, well, you've been blessed.